We all know someone who seems to have it all together, the go-to in a crisis, the one who never asks for help. But what if that strength isn't just a personality trait? What if it's a survival tactic learned early that's now become a trap? This is hyper-independence, not a badge of honor, but an emotional shield forged in tough times. It starts as protection, but over time it becomes isolating, armor that keeps out both pain and comfort. The world sees capability, but inside, it's lonely. No one chooses this. It's a subconscious pattern, as natural as breathing. Hyper-independence isn't about pushing people away. It's about surviving when trust once felt dangerous. The idea of letting someone in feels terrifying, like giving up control when control once meant safety. The armor that once protected now imprisons, leaving you safe but alone. It's not about being difficult. It's about doing what you had to do to survive. But the cost is high: connection, warmth, and the simple comfort of being cared for. The strongest people are often the ones most in need of support. Competence is admirable until it becomes a mask. For the hyper-independent, being capable isn't just a skill, it's an identity. The mask says, "I'm fine, I don't need anything." And soon even they believe it. But the mask hides exhaustion and a longing for help. Compliments like, "You're so strong," reinforce the disguise, making it harder to take off. The real person becomes invisible, intimacy blocked by the performance of strength. Vulnerability is forbidden, needs are seen as burdens. So they keep quiet, solving problems while silently wishing to be seen. The performance is draining, breeding high-functioning anxiety. On the outside, success. On the inside, relentless fear of the mask slipping. The competence that once brought pride becomes a cage. True connection requires vulnerability, but the mask keeps it out. The cost of being the strong one is often silent suffering. Hyperindependence often takes root in childhood. When a child's needs are unmet, dismissed, ignored, or seen as burdens, they learn to suppress them. Sometimes they become caregivers themselves, forced into adult roles too soon. Self-reliance becomes a necessity, not a choice. The child learns to soothe their own fears, celebrate alone, and read the room for safety. These survival strategies work in childhood, but become barriers in adulthood. The belief forms: I am alone, my needs are shameful. The independent child grows into a hyper-independent adult, still following an old script that keeps love at arm's length. Imagine building armor piece by piece with every disappointment and dismissal. Or picture a fortress, each "I'm fine," another brick in the wall. Over time, the wall grows so high no one can get in and you can't find the gate. Healthy relationships are like ropes of trust, but hyper-independence cuts those ropes. Alone, you climb life's cliffs, believing it's safer, but there's no safety net. The effort is exhausting, the isolation profound. Or think of a ship's captain, always steering through storms, never letting anyone else take the wheel. The idea of letting go, even for a moment, feels impossible. The metaphors are many, but the result is the same. Self-preservation becomes self-imprisonment. The fortress that once kept pain out now keeps connection away. The captain forgets what it's like to trust the sea or another person. The cost of safety is loneliness. Hyper-independence isn't just psychological, it's physical. Living in constant fixer mode locks your nervous system in high alert. Stress hormones flood your body, meant for emergencies, but now a daily reality. Chronic stress leads to fatigue, headaches, sleep problems, and a weakened immune system. Your brain changes. The threat center grows more sensitive, while emotional regulation weakens. The cycle feeds itself. Stress makes you more reactive, which makes it harder to relax. Outwardly, you seem calm and capable. Inwardly, your body is fighting a silent war. The need to fix everything means you never truly rest. It's like driving a car at full speed in first gear. Eventually, something breaks. The unseen cost of being the strong one is real, and it's paid in health. Sooner or later, the engine burns out. The paradox of hyperindependence is that the more capable you appear, the more isolated you become. Surrounded by people, you still feel alone, misunderstood behind the mask of competence. Friends and family see you as the rock, so they stop checking in, assuming you're fine. You've trained them to expect strength, so when you struggle, you don't know how to ask for help. Vulnerability feels foreign, even dangerous. The imbalance grows. You give support, but rarely receive it. Others don't offer help because they think you don't need it. Your competence becomes a "do not disturb" sign on your heart. You yearn for connection, but your own survival tactics keep it away. The very behavior that kept you safe now fuels your deepest loneliness. At first, praise for your strength feels good, but soon it becomes an expectation. Others step back, assuming you'll handle everything. Your support system quietly fades, not out of malice, but misplaced confidence. Friends hesitate to reach out, partners stop offering help, and your subtle signals go unnoticed. You're left drowning in responsibilities while everyone thinks you're just fine. The reputation you built becomes a barrier to receiving care. Resentment grows, but you realize you taught others to keep their distance. You've got this shifts from compliment to dismissal. The support you need disappears, leaving you to manage alone. Again. The cost of being the strong one is invisibility. Breaking free starts with vulnerability, a radical act of self-compassion. Recognize hyper-independence as a survival strategy, not a flaw. Give yourself permission to have needs, to be imperfect, to ask for help. True strength is letting your guard down and trusting others. The goal isn't dependence, but healthy interdependence, giving and receiving support. Start small. Accept a cup of tea, let a friend help, tell your partner you need a hug. Each act of receiving is a vote of confidence in yourself and others. It's a declaration. You are worthy of care. Letting others in doesn't diminish your strength. It amplifies it. Healing is a process, brick by brick, rope by rope. The courage to ask for help is the first step toward real connection. Redefine strength, not as rugged individualism, but as the courage to connect. True strength is building trust, allowing yourself to be part of a community. Letting go of hyper-independence is an act of bravery, a choice to trust in a new way of being. Your worth isn't tied to what you do for others, but to who you are. When you let others in, you give and receive the gift of support. Vulnerability invites deeper intimacy and real love. You are not broken. You are a survivor. The war is over. You can lay down your armor. Trusting others with your burdens is the ultimate act of courage. The move from isolation to connection